Back for another High Tide Imbibe. And yeah, we got something new from Church Brewing. At least new to the NSLC shelves. You can buy them in 4-packs. And this is Sanctuary from Church Brewing. It's their Enkel. If you're not familiar with that, Enkel is a Belgian single. The sort of base Belgian ale is basically what it is. You know, you got your doubles, you got your triples, you got your quadruples. Enkel is the single. So there you go. It's also known as a table beer or a patters beer. A lot of breweries in Belgium don't actually sell them. You know, at least the ones that are from monasteries and the like. They're usually brewed for the actual monks for fasting and other such activities. So, looking at it here, this is 3.8% alcohol by volume. And they say on the back here, our interpretation on the classic style brewed for the Trappist monks, a sessionable Belgian table beer. And there you go. That's all they tell you, really, other than water, malt, hops, and yeast. I'm assuming they use some sort of Belgian yeast, at least, on this to give it that sort of Belgian character, but we'll see going into it here, right? So, keeping a pretty nice head there. It's got a little bit like an ice cream float kind of thing going on. And we'll go right to the aroma. Yes, so it does seem to have some sort of Belgian yeast or an approximation of one, at least in there. I'm getting a lot of fruity ester sort of character here. There's a bit of maybe a coriander spice component, maybe just coming from the yeast itself and not from any addition of coriander, because they would have probably listed that on the actual ingredients list on the can if they had done that. But it does have that sort of like how to best describe it. Belgian yeast has a kind of it tends to have like a bubblegummy kind of aroma, and also sort of puts some of that into the flavor as well. But yeah, I'm getting that. A little bit of graininess. If you've ever smelt like a Belgian wit, you'll know what I'm talking about with that sort of bubblegum sweetness. It's like the old sticks of bubblegum you get in packs of trading cards. That kind of smell. All right, we'll go right to the taste. Cheers. It's tasty. Very light ale in body. Not particularly complex or anything like that. It's pretty much the smell translates to the flavor. Not expecting a lot of complexity or anything like that in a beer like this. It's not what it's made for. It's made for easy drinking with food, and this would work perfectly with that sort of thing in mind. It's got a bit of that sort of bubblegummy sweetness. Not too intense or anything like that. It's not overpowering the drink. And it finishes with very simple, kind of spicy dryness. Not super dry or anything like that. It's pretty well balanced. It's just dry enough to make you want to have another sip. Thirst quenching. Yeah, that's good. It's good stuff. Thing about table beers, patter beers, they're kind of like the Belgian monk version of a saison in a way. You can kind of do anything with it as long as you keep it low alcohol and make it an ale. So you can sort of vary, as long as you're using like Belgian yeast, you're keeping the alcohol low. you can kind of do whatever you want with it. You can put whatever ingredients you want in it. I mean, whatever monastery of any, whatever single particular monastery was making one of these, whatever was available to them grain-wise would be what they'd be using in this, right? So you got to keep that in mind, that to sort of grade by style is a little tricky. But generally, I'd say the guidelines are more, is it a light Belgian ale that is easy to drink? And if that's the case, then this works very, very well. It's got a nice little bit of flavor to it, and it's satisfying. So style-wise, I'm going to throw a 9 at it. And for my overall enjoyment, I'm going to throw about a 7.5 at it, because it is very nice. Be an easy drinker for summertime, spring and summer. I don't know if you can hear the background noise, but currently being belted by rain and wind, so it seems like spring is starting to come here in Nova Scotia. So there you go. But yeah, a 9 for style, 7.5 for overall enjoyment. And yeah, I think that's what I said before. My brain's not working today. But anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and we'll be back with another review very soon. Bye-bye.